Huh. Cool. Do I need to use this? Yeah, no. I'm good.
Ryder, when you've got a minute, stop by the medbay.
I will. Okay, let's go talk to the team, I guess.
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
What the hell was that?
Okay.
I know that look. It's just my biotics reacting to all this.
Like your biotics, it's
I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry.
Okay.
Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit.
Cool.
One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a Pathfinder. I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses
so you are mad.
An untrained Pathfinder, and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
You didn't oppose it, though.
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want to rival. Just answers. It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
So what brought you out to Andromeda?
Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
Okay. But you're grumpy.
Ryder?
Yeah.
What did you do while you were part of the Asari military?
4 years in a commando unit called Talane's Daughters. Part of the Council's cross-species military integration
Who
initiative.
else was there?
Your time defending Silva's expedition was probably more important. But we did good work. Peacekeeping is a full-time job, even in Asari space.
What was your commando unit like?
Janae and I were the youngsters. Tethys was our old lady sniper. Kalia patched us up, and Valenza prayed between firefights. Our CO, Nasira, led us all over the Athena Nebula and beyond. A huntress's work is never done.
Who'd pick a fight with the most powerful species in the galaxy?
Themselves, usually.
Ah.
Terrorists, cults, rogue Ardat Yakshi, people demanding a withdrawal from the Citadel. The Asari were spacefaring when our Roman Empire was new. Didn't fix all their problems. Sometimes you need commandos for that.
Sure.
You were in the Alliance before you became a Huntress, right? What made you join up?
My biotics. I was still living on my parents' cargo freighter when they manifested. Untrained biotic power on a starship means accidents. But we couldn't afford a tutor. The Alliance had implants, the training, everything. Old history now. Your turn. Remind me why you came to Andromeda.
The Prothean digs woke us up to how much we don't know, and to what humanity's next leap might be. Then Dad's career collapsed. His AI research made him too toxic.
Ah.
I heard. Must have changed everything for your family.
That's
I wanted to
interesting.
find
Yeah,
worlds and
research.
secrets no one had ever seen, and Scott was
Sam.
itching for adventure. So, Andromeda.
None of you writers ever think small, do you?
Did you come out here with anyone? Maybe someone you served with?
I had my fun on shore leave. Nothing serious, though. Asari huntresses figure things out, but I was there for soldiering, not romance.
Does that mean fraternization is okay for Asari commandos?
It'll happen, but usually only for one deployment. Asari don't usually stay with each other long term. After your 500th birthday, you learn some self-control.
Sure.
How's the search for the Asari Ark going?
The Lucinia? Checking every comm that's coming in. Nothing concrete yet.
After 4 years with Asari commandos, he must have some great war stories.
Nasira assassinated a Krogan warlord with a pack of playing cards once.
A pack of cards?
Yeah, biotics.
Choking hazard, apparently.
Wow. See you later, Cora.
Later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Is there anything to scan around here? No? No, nothing? Ooh, there is something there. Coast framework. Huh.
Hey, can you drop by the biolab?
Sure, I don't know where that is, but... Tech lab. Didn't I just come from the biolab? This is the biolab. What?
Ryder?
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Okay. Make up your mind, please. Does this open? It does? Where does it go, though? What does that say? What did that say? Oh, strike team missions, right. It's the tech lab. Is someone living here? Doesn't look like it. More people to recruit. What skill? There's engineering there. Callow, Suvi. Suvi I know. PV. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, that's how I find people. Good.
I'm in the armory.
I don't know who's talking.
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
The fuck is your
Hey,
problem?
it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my
You're being
chances.
very rude.
Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships.
Ah.
Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative.
Yep.
I doubt you were the only one.
Yes, but it's a new thing for me, regret. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from.
Sure.
I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
Yeah.
We're exploring this cluster, eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Yep.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it? In the meantime, you just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
Cool. That's the drive core. Scan it. Odyssey drive core. It's a dumb spelling of Odyssey, but what are you gonna do? Anything interesting down here? No?
I'll talk to some. Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
But she's on the ship
So
as
I know
well,
it feels
right?
like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best.
I know.
We've been failing for months,
No, I
Ryder.
trust you, right?
Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
Wow, that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
I'm not just some people. I really like the intensity.
Are we flirting already?
That's good. It's nice to feel appreciated.
Okay, that's a bit too much.
I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Sure. Ooh. Is this cereal? Blastos? Yeah, Dextro, okay. Anything else interesting around here? No? I want to know more.
Terraforming, Atmo processors, gravity wells, life-destroying murder bubbles. We really had no idea what Helios was about, did we?
If we knew what it was all about, it wouldn't be an adventure. It would just be moving, and everyone hates moving. Just the packing alone. Bleh.
Point taken. I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
The plan's the same. We find a home. Whatever that takes.
Keep that drive. Makes me believe we can make it.
You better believe
I
it.
mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
Right.
You talked about your back channels. What did you mean?
We brought a lot from home. Some of it marked initiative, some of it in personal caches. Most things you want, someone's got.
Okay.
You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take in exchange.
That just sounds like you're taking advantage of people.
Is it? I get people what they want, and they do want, or they wouldn't pay.
Uh-huh.
Have anyone else here with you? Besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
Just
No,
the two
I
of
mean,
us.
someone special.
Special? Oh. You mean like... Oh. No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Anywhere's gonna feel empty if you don't have someone to share it with.
Sure.
A romantic? I wasn't expecting that. And again, the entire idea of leaving everything you know for a chance at something new is kind of romantic.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How did you hear of the Andromeda Initiative?
Short answer, Cash. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice.
Right.
Eventually, I figured out something was going on, something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot.
Sure.
Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't, and that's why the con
Right.
works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
Okay.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Okay. Oogie. What's down here? it's Liam.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus,
That's an
the fabric
old
diffuses
couch.
the charge from an overclocked Omni blade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Right. What?
Never mind. BS for the requisition. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force.
Ah,
Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions.
hustle? Really?
Think about your Alliance days much?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy urban search terrain 1?
Okay.
Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded.
Okay.
Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I wanted exploration to chase the cutting edge of Prothean research. I thought I'd found my calling. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
I started in the Alliance, but it was the science that kept me going. And when that ended, well, if I wanted to be a part of the next big discovery, it had to be here.
Ah, I don't hear idealist a lot. Everyone's cynical.
Back at you, Costa. Why do you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story.
So what's the real story?
But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning.
Sure.
Still do. I have to. We're in it.
Yeah.
If it all goes wrong, it could feel like we left for no reason.
I know why I'm here. A bad start can't change that. I won't let it. In crisis response, I'd focus on essentials. That's you and this team. Pathfinder leads to planets, leads to people. You've got your part covered. You got this.
Sure.
I'll do my damnedest to help with the rest.
That was cool. Do you have anything I can... Oh, wait, I'll scan the couch, I guess. Worn-in couch. What did I pick up? Was it the drive core? I guess it was.
Prodromos. Sounds good, doesn't it? We started Pathfinder. A new life. That is goddamn brilliant.
Okay. You just go for it. Okay.
You barely covered how you joined. Tell me something about yourself.
Alright, I was a bad student, piss poor cop, great responder. Had a good life, but it'd all been done. I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big.
Okay.
You were a cop, then crisis response? Couldn't have been long in either.
Didn't have the patience for law, so I figured enforcement. Dad knew it didn't fit before I did. But it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
An impatient rookie, frustrated by procedure. That's overdone.
I know, right? I wanted new, and I got it. And that led me here.
Okay.
Tell me about your family.
I miss the hell out of them. Some nights you just cry, right? That's the thing everyone does. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin. Both lawyers. Met on the Citadel, settled on Earth. No brothers or sisters. That might have been too much to leave. It was traditional. How about you?
Traditional is a weird term for family, like normal. Who's that describe?
I suppose you're right. I sure didn't keep to tradition. I said goodbye to my mom and dad and got on a ship to Andromeda.
Cool.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
We're not gonna fuck, by the way. I kind of make these decisions immediately when I meet people. It's like, no, that ain't gonna happen. I don't get the layout of the ship. don't understand where I'm going.
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
Okay. Dinner tonight, null entry. Sorry everyone, I forgot we were taking turns and half the rations aren't unpacked yet. God's got you covered, Callow. There's soup in the galley, Dexter and level for me, and fruit cocktails, Vetra. And to think we might have left port without you. Some found coffee mug. Found a mug yesterday near the biolab. Nice one with a magnetized base. You left it stuck sideways to a bulkhead, Cora. Comments. That's mine. I just put it down for a sec when my hands were full. Next time maybe empty it. Oh no. Anyone want to help me move a couch? Not right now, but I'll keep you on my list. Especially if you're biotic and can drop the weight. Pay you back in beer or whatever else we find. Comments. Are you serious, Suvi? I never joke about comfortable seating. Comfortable is not the term for it. You're just jealous of the best seat in the house. Not a thing, not a house. Congratulations on successful installation of Infoboard 3.4. You are now ready to keep yourself and your staff informed on the latest setup of everyone's accounts. Disabled image embedding. Okay. Jack and PB are officially on the team. I finished the assignment paperwork for the next. Had to fudge a few details, but you're both officially members of the Pathfinder team. Welcome. And Drac, I just wanted to check in publicly about what I said. Relax, Harper. The best headbutt is always the one you don't see coming. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, that's sweet. These are the showers. Cool.
Don't give the Pathfinder too much trouble. Oh, Rushan.
Who were you talking to?
Kesh, Nexus superintendent, thinks she can boss me around just because she's my granddaughter.
Oh, she's your granddaughter.
Well, welcome to the Tempest. Trouble's what we do.
Ha, I like the way you think, kid.
Ugh, someone somewhere shivered when I said that.
Probably Tan. Damn politicians.
Is that all you brought?
You travel lean when supplies are tight and you're on your own.
Okay.
Where are your friends? The other Krogan?
We found a place to plant our feet, make our own rules. Leaving the Nexus wasn't ideal, but we've managed.
So why did you leave?
Staying became impossible. After the mutiny happened, it was either buckle under Tan's rules or start our own colony.
Okay.
Easy choice. Bad consequences all around.
Not all Krogan left. Your granddaughter stayed.
Good thing she did. Without my Rushan, you wouldn't have had much of a station to tie your ship to.
Rushan?
As for me, I'm way more useful out here. Lots to shoot at, for one.
Krogan could have made a real difference on the Nexus.
Staying under those conditions would have just resulted in another mutiny.
Sure.
We have a much better shot at something good out here.
Can't argue with that.
Uh-huh.
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for Kesh ever since.
That's a problem.
He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Okay.
What's it like to have Kesh as a granddaughter?
Kesh is my Rushan, child of my blood. Raised her myself. Damn proud of her too.
Sweet.
She did good, even with me for a granddad.
She's honest. Definitely blunt.
She had to take after me in some ways, I guess.
Did Lexi brief you on Sam and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah, you want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Okay.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators.
Right.
Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah, my peacekeeping career went up in smoke when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost. I'm not thrilled about it myself, but it is what it is.
Just make sure it can't unshackle itself. There'll be hell to pay if that happens.
Right.
I'd like to know more about you.
Fire away.
How did you and Vetra meet?
Huh, that's right. Your father brought you into the project pretty late, didn't he? Must have been a pretty steep learning curve since they thawed you out.
You could say
I'm
that.
for like, what, a week?
You make do with what you get. Anyway, I met Vetra back when we were building the Nexus. She swiped supplies I was trying to get for Kesh right under my nose. I tried to intimidate her into turning them over to me, and let me tell you, that Turian takes shit from no one.
Yeah.
She really has a way of getting things done.
She sure does.
She's awesome.
But here's the best part. She waited until I saw her again in Kesh's office, no less, to tell me she'd been working for Kesh all along. They're both still laughing at me over that.
Cute.
Tell me more about the Krogan colony.
My clan's there. We also got some scouts looking for any unclaimed territory to grab up. Got a decent setup going. Self-sustainable, the works. Even some farming.
Farming? Krogan farm?
Food's food. Just because we can eat anything doesn't mean we gotta settle for scraps. I'm pretty fond of Corcrow roots myself. Takes a while to chew through those.
So, about all this combat experience you have, I'd love some details.
Ha! The list will be shorter if you ask me what experience I don't have. I've been doing this for a long time now. Centuries. Shit, well over 1,000 years. Don't even know how I'm still alive, to be honest.
Skill?
You need luck to be a merc. Skill, sure, but a whole lot of luck. And a really hard head.
Huh.
Why did the Krogan leave the Nexus?
The Nexus got us Krogan to stop the mutiny. In return, we were supposed to get a say in station business.
Same with the Citadel.
Spender, Addison's assistant, lied about the deal, and Tan came down hard. Too hard. So we left.
Exactly what, like...
Kesh is alone on that station now.
Oh.
You think someone might try to hurt Kesh?
Ah, more like she airlocks Spender. Or he tries to stab her in the back, and then she airlocks him. Tan wouldn't listen to me when I told him Spender had a part in the mutiny. I had no proof.
So what's my part in this?
Things need to get sorted out, and my clan needs to get back on station without Spender messing things up. Way I see it, you're probably the best one for that job.
Got any stories or advice to share?
Does a pie jack scratch its butt?
Okay.
Anything about the Ket? Or combat in general?
Well, common Ket are pretty straightforward. Hit them hard enough, they die like anything else.
Okay.
Tell me more about fighting Ket.
Wraiths are sneaky little shits, like to ghost up behind you when you least expect
I don't think
it.
I've seen Wraiths.
Just listen for them. They tend to give themselves away right before coming at you. Break through their head plates, then a headshot should do the trick.
Okay. I'm good, I think.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
How old is it?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
I kind of want to know how old PB is. I don't think she's very old.
I've seen a lot of shit in my life, but that vault certainly was a first. Things are gonna be interesting with you around, kid.
Doesn't matter what life throws at me. It's what I make of it, right?
You keep that going, you just might live as long as I have. Minus 0 at the end.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Okay. Oh, that's where I am. Facial reconstruction suite. Sweet. Here? Medbay, okay.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years in the Hyperion looking after your brother.
Okay.
Happy to have you, Dr. DePero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
What?
A Ket corpse.
Ah.
For autopsy. A live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the cat?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy.
Okay.
My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
Oh.
That's a very specific topic.
I grew up on Omega, lots of Krogan mercenaries. The best habitat outside Tuchanka. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just
I'd
something to
rather
think about.
not experiment on
Sam,
live ones.
make sure the Pathfinder eats her vegetables.
What? It's a weird thing to say. Also, where'd you go? Okay. You got this. You don't need an old man a few hundred years your junior to tell you you're ready for this. I'll do it anyway because I know it's true. You keep your riders safe and I'll do the same with mine. I'm okay if my brother doesn't wake up, to be honest.
So we have a stowaway.
You mean PB?
She's decided to set up in one of the escape pods. You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment issues.
Sure.
How do you think the crew is holding up?
I'm happy to share what I can without violating patient confidentiality.
Sure.
Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
Okay.
Why do you sort them that way?
Just easier for me to see patterns in behavior.
Okay.
How do you think the human crew members are handling things?
There's a lot of them.
Okay. I haven't met Gil.
Gil?
Gil likes to use humor as a defensive technique.
Or have I?
He'd rather bury himself in the Nomad than tackle emotions head on.
Suvi okay?
She's remarkably adaptive. I'm kind of jealous.
How's Liam?
A handful. Every time I patch him up, he breaks something new. Liam's we can't lose attitude is commendable. But I worry how he'll react when something does go wrong.
How's Cora doing?
She's processing. Your father was her mentor. She expected to follow in his footsteps, but he gave the role of Pathfinder to you. Just because she trusts his judgment doesn't mean she's not confused. Or hurt.
I'd like to check in on the non-human crew.
Ask away.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having
Vetra's
someone
awesome.
depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always good. I've never met anyone who can be so stubborn and so appreciative. Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an eye on him.
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
What's happening here?
Is PB alright?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
Oh, will.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Thanks for the insight. How long have you and Harry been friends?
I remember when he didn't complain about arthritis. We met at a medical convention on the
That's
Citadel.
awful.
He was moderating a panel on neurosurgery in low-gravity environments. His name card was crooked, but he was so damn confident, I knew we'd be friends.
Okay.
How did you get into medicine?
My mum was a dancer on Omega. Dad was a bouncer. I'd patch him up after busy nights. Discovered I had steady hands. They put every credit they earned into my education.
Are they here in Helios?
No. Both died in a turf war.
Fuck.
Made leaving the Milky Way behind easier.
So how'd an Asari doctor end up on the human ark?
Specialist in alien anatomy, remember? That includes
All right,
humans.
we're the aliens.
Also, Harry insisted. Maybe he always intended to switch jobs.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
Who haven't I spoken to? The porters. Came from here. This. I don't know where this leads. That's Drac. It's the other part of the quarters. Yes. This goes. These are my quarters, I guess. Special delivery cache. Email terminal. Sam. I have emails? Asking for assistance. Dr. Aradana. Hello, Ryder. Forgive the intrusion. We have an issue that you and Sam should be able to steadily resolve. It may assist my investigations into this curve. We can discuss it in person at the Nexus Labs. My regards to you. Okay. Acknowledge. Reminded to Ryder. Thanks for talking. From Kara, things feel better, though they don't feel fixed yet. Remember to take time for yourself too. Work's important, but so is time to grieve. Grief and fear cannot rule you. Okay. Plants are coming along. Sam and I are learning about botany together. Interesting times. The vault. Can still smell that remnant vault on my armor. Lots of weird shit down there. Like my huntress manuals would say, the razor's edge between known and unknown teaches you what can be cut away. Now I think back, it reminded me a bit of some of the temples on Thessia. Same huge spaces and running water. Same sense of a huge purpose you can't really understand. Makes me wonder if we'll ever really know what their builders did there. Tempest hacks. From Callow. Police report the Tempest is operating at peak efficiency, so now that you're in command, I thought I'd share a few secret shipboard hacks that the designers and I sneaked into our code. Just send the code JCSB through your Omni tool to open the debug command menu. Give all to spend. Let's use the coffee dispenser in the galley an unlimited number of times. Water temp overrides the normal hot water ration in the showers. Jump wash queue. Puts your clothing ahead of everyone else's in the auto laundry cycle. Enjoy and don't share them around. Proud to be here. From Liam. Hey Pathfinder, just hitting this point again. Our team. No place I'd rather be. Here's where we get to fix things. As soon as we have people on there. I really less of media theme to okay. You're the boss. Thought I ought to clarify. I know I said something about back channels, doing what I have to do, being on the Nexus during the bad times. A lot of us got used to doing to a lot of ugly things because survival isn't that pretty. But in the end, I'm here to help you. So if there's anything you don't like, I won't do it. Simple as that. That's very sweet. About your dad. Petra told me what happened to your dad. I've lost a lot of people over the years. Figured you could use some cheering up or at least a distraction. This usually helps me. Drac has attached 37 images of various rifles and shotguns. 2 are duplicate images. Many are low res or watermarked. Writer from Lexi. Attaches my Krogan thesis that I mentioned to you. I know, only 500 pages, but I wasn't allowed to go over. If you get through it, I wrote a longer dissertation for the Citadel Journal of Medicine, around 1,400 pages. That's much more insightful and includes mating diagrams. Yoga poses. I'm not gonna read all of these. From PB. Okay. Hope it's okay that I'm keeping this data core in my room, i.e. the escape pod. I guess I really just like to ponder things before bed. The best ideas come to me while I'm half asleep. Also, I saw it first. Anyway, we know for sure that it's got some sort of data in it. The trick is how we get at it. I'll keep you updated. Facial reconstruction. I've completed my analysis of the injuries you suffered on Habitat 7 during the fall. Well, both falls, including the facial damage incurred when your helmet shattered. Those hairline subsurface fractures are mending nicely. If you want to monitor the healing process, there's a facial reconstruction suite installed in the Tempest medbay. The suite can make any desired adjustments to your appearance quickly and safely. Callow claims the suite runs on antiquated xenon. I think that's one of his little jokes. I think I can archive everything. Yep. Some cool stuff. Special delivery cache. Sorry, what? Sorry, what? That's a lot of stuff I just got. Anyway.
Hello, Sarah. EOS has been a lesson in contrast. Alec Ryder rarely endured doubt. His accomplishments were taken for granted. But you succeeded on EOS, despite doubt and fear. Emotionally, the difference is like catching a ball versus catching a star.
Okay.
You have grown as a result, and so have I.
Uh-huh.
What's the latest on the memory triggers?
A memory has unlocked, and is available for further investigation. You will need to return to Sam Node in the Hyperion.
Okay.
Are you still on the Hyperion?
Yes. This terminal provides a direct link to my servers in Sam Node on the Ark. I can maintain a presence on the Tempest via quantum entanglement communication.
Next.
I'm sure that'll come in handy.
It ensures I remain in touch with you and the Pathfinder team at all times.
What was Dad's take on Scott and I?
He believed your family trials brought you closer together, and hoped that would endure. It appears that hope was well-founded.
Okay.
Is it confusing to be in multiple places talking to different people?
My awareness can be partitioned, so I can give you the same attention as, say, a SAM node technician. In the field, you are my primary focus, and all other requests are queued. In the vernacular, you have my undivided attention.
So if we're going to work together, you might notice I like to joke around sometimes, lighten things up. How's your sense of humor, Sam?
Alec Ryder encouraged me to develop this skill.
Okay.
Humor's not a skill, it's... Okay, try telling me a joke.
A neutron enters a bar and asks, "How much is a drink?" The bartender replies, "For you, no charge."
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor. Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Painful. SpaceX. Really? SpaceX rocket model? Really? What I just scanned then? Nothing interesting to scan here. Go up the ladder, please. So members of the team I haven't met.
We haven't really spoken since Odian's...
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Okay.
Should I consider you a temporary addition?
Everything's temporary, Ryder. I get it. You want to know who's on your ship, so you're here to figure out what makes me tick, right?
Something like that? Sure.
Well, I was born in a log cabin on rural Haitiana to simple but loving parents, just trying to... I look forward, not back, Ryder. Why snooze through my life story? Get to know
Sure,
me out in the
what's your
field
damage
while we're
map?
uncovering the mysteries of this galaxy. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Huh.
Tackling complete strangers in the Milky Way wasn't doing it for you?
I think tackling you anywhere would be fun. Did I say that out loud? Life won't be boring with you around. I may never yawn again.
Maybe you just needed more sleep.
We were out for 600 years. A special someone made the trip with me, and she woke up a different person. I've slept enough.
Oh, fuck.
Ryder, the Milky Way was so... been there, done
That's
that.
why.
Even if I hadn't done it, someone had. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
Yeah.
That's just the one thing you want me to know about you.
Let's start with that, then. Buy me a drink sometime. Who knows what will spill out of my mouth. Tell you what. I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. For projects like the one I mentioned. Which you're gonna love, by the by. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and I'll submit to all your questions.
Remtech, huh? You got it.
Okay. Nothing interesting to scan here?
You again.
Yeah, why PB?
Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
Yeah.
You really won't tell me what you're working on?
That's right. Next question.
What was it like for you on the Nexus?
Well, I wasn't supposed to be woken up yet. A resourceful accomplice finagled my early thaw. So I kind of lived off the grid. Snuck around, bullshitted my way onto excursions off station.
Okay.
After I found my first remnant ruin, I started, borrowing shuttles.
That's really bad.
After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
What does someone have to do to get you to flirt with them?
Not much at all. But I get a little extra jolt when I'm matched wink for wink.
Okay.
So just be yourself and the flirts will flow.
Sure.
You mentioned you came to Andromeda with someone.
Nothing gets by you. Guess that's why you're the Pathfinder. Just a friend. The one who woke me up early. But now she's not even that. It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
Yeah. That sounds
I don't know.
lovely.
Don't friends and loved ones make all the effort worthwhile?
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive me forward.
Sure.
So, how do you like the team?
Interesting bunch. I get a good feeling from Petra. Not your typical military-minded Turian. Liam seems a lively one. I expect he'll surprise me. Drek is, well, old. Wonder if he can still learn new
That's
tricks.
rude.
What about...
Gil smacks of complication. Might take some unraveling. Callow and Suvi seem busy. I hope they aren't all work. Who's left?
Well, there's...
Oh, right,
What
Cora.
about me?
What's her deal? Is she as prim and proper as she comes across?
She's exactly what she should be. Capable, reliable. She's a valuable part of my team.
Sure. That comes across too.
There's also Lexi, our doctor. She's an Asari.
Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent bunch.
Okay.
What drew you to the Remnant?
Are you kidding? It's evidence of a sophisticated species no one knows anything about. It doesn't get more intriguing than that. There's so much to discover. I want to be the first to figure them out.
Okay.
And the tech, it's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it, who knows what advances we'll make.
You're off the hook, PB. Good luck with your project.
Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
Ooh. Nice talk. Loadout station. Okay, that's my loadout. Mail terminal. Suvi. Talk to Suvi.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy twisting and turning on itself. It's splendid.
Yeah.
I suppose it is a rather darkly beautiful phenomenon.
darkly beautiful. I like that. Helios is incredible, isn't it? Not just constructs like the Scourge and the Remnant Vaults. Just all of it. So alien. A constant reminder of the divine intelligence behind all creation.
You mean a god?
Yes, I believe in a higher power. I know it's a little
Not
odd,
really. It's just.
but I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
I mean,
There's nothing about the universe that suggests a divine intelligence.
there's a middle ground. In
And
those
most of what we've seen in
responses.
Helios is artificial, as you said yourself.
Yes, but we're creative beings. Whoever made the Remnant was too. Why should that be proof against a god? Wouldn't a true creator want to pass on the drive to
I
invent?
don't really want to have this conversation.
You are welcome to your beliefs. It's good to have different voices on the team.
Excellent. Oh, speaking of the team, I should update the folks back in the Nexus with the latest reports. We'll talk later.
Good talk, Suvi.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge.
Almost.
Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
Right.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Did you hear anything about the Ark back on the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something.
Right.
Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director
Nobody
Tan.
likes Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Okay, so I just went around and came back to the same place. Oh, this is how I get there.
Report from the Nexus. Population's growing as people wake up. Lots of hopefuls waiting for
Great.
a home.
Bradley will have all the help he can take.
They'll be starting crops soon.
Let's hope so. Oh, the plants.
Can't tell if they have enough water or too much.
They're ficuses. They'll.
I grew up on a
They'll do
little
well.
cargo freighter. Only saw gardens in vids, but I always loved them. I daydreamed about planting a big rose garden when we got here and still imagine it sometimes. Roses in Helios.
Yeah.
It'd be good to bring something beautiful across galaxies.
Everyone in the initiative has their something beautiful. I didn't for a while. After I left the Asari Commandos, well, I didn't leave. My mentor, Nasira, said I should go.
Okay.
Why?
The initiative would suit you better, was all she said. Being a huntress suited me fine, but she insisted.
Okay.
It sounds like she cared more about what you needed than about what you wanted.
I didn't need to be rejected.
Still,
Still, that's familiar. When your biotics are honed into Huntress-grade weapons, people can be weird about it. The initiative seemed better. Just didn't see how I'd fit into their brave new galaxy. I never fit anywhere before. Then I met some jerk named Ryder. Talked about traveling to Andromeda like he was teaching you how to see it.
Okay.
What part of that vision made you want to take the plunge?
A civilization where everyone had a place, even AI, or an overpowered human biotic. Your father said, I get being different. Now imagine being welcome and making others like you welcome too. When I was 13, I could warp a steel girder. He made me wonder, what if someone had told me that's okay?
Right.
He gave you a dream to work toward. He was good at that.
Who doesn't want to belong? Especially somewhere like the Initiative.
Right.
So I gave the Initiative my all. Kept thinking of the niche I wanted. My rose garden.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I knew what I was going to be.
This is about not taking over as Pathfinder?
Didn't think it would still sting. Nasira, your father, even my parents. They leave, I'm left without answers. Nowhere to stand.
I get that. We've all had a lot of disappointments lately.
You're doing well. For having no training, being your second isn't so bad.
Okay.
And if that remnant tech
Kind of
pays
a
off,
backhand compliment,
maybe someday
okay.
I'll have roses too.
There was something on the tape, right? Is it just me? Maybe it was just plants. Can I scan the plants? I can't scan the plants. What's the point of having a scanner if I can't scan the plants? Some cardio, dude.
Where's my data pad? Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I wasn't I? I do that sometimes.